Alright, we're back. This took a little bit longer. So we're gonna do Paper Heron's story. So let's check out our we'll do her survey to see how her battles, and then we'll start the story. Who's in our group? So Paper Heron. Paper of Chi. Oh wait, so she's a also that okay, so she should be good with Caprina, since she has a improv thing too. I'm not sure if Barcelona also has a thing too. Right, mass buff, gain stack of winter wind. Like, what's that do? Okay, and two Rika's. Okay, what's this? Incantation might 20% damage, 20%. Replying to status extends. Okay, so that could be stacked. What's her ultimate? Okay, so let's see. Let's go to try to do her ultimate. Oh, okay. So she's in the group already.
Ah, 翻工了 I've got your back. Don't take it on step.
An interesting one.
Her buff too.
Easy啦
Let me think on it. 通幽的威，莫运虚无。
Thunder to me.
What? Wait, how much damage was that?
骑士好还。
Wait, are they buffed or something? They shouldn't be doing that much damage.
Так ярко и тепло. I've got your back.
Let's see, Tooth Fairy. Alright, so let's do this again. Oh, emerge. And then we'll do... Okay, we'll do that one. How much damage?
Concentrate and visualize.
Lily.
Thank you for your cooperation. Please, don't resist. I'm impressed.
Well, I'm gonna bring this group to main bulletin after and see how they do. Yeah, they shouldn't be doing that much damage. Like that's a lot of damage so far. 8. Oh, nice. Wait, so we can merge on this. Let's see. Shield. Ah.
Hold your breath. Easy lah.
Relax.
Oh, there's more.
Or maybe take a deep breath. Don't take it on step.
And that's that.
Thunder.
Oh, never mind. I can't do the main bulletin. I forgot I don't even have Paper Heron yet.
But only for an instant. I've got your back. Так ярко и тепло.
Let's go merge these two together. Wait, oh wait, never mind. Let's turn back. This already has 2, so we'll do that one first. Yes.
An interesting one.
No worries. We need some peaceful moments. Relax.
We're hoping we're able to get their ultimate before this critter dies.
Rise.
Thank you for your cooperation. Breathe.
Alright.
I've got your back. Don't take a wrong step.
Alright, do her specials.
Such is the way.
Chocolate check. 保鲜紙 check. Copy that.
No worries.
Alright, we'll buff first.
Easy that.
Such is the way.
Chocolate check. 保鲜紙 check. Copy that.
Relax.
唔該晒 Lily.
Let's see the ultimate.
Heaven and earth are one within me.
That's kind of neat. Like paper origami a little bit. Paper talisman. The Ghost Hunter!
Thank you for your cooperation.
We got. Yes.
I've got your back. Так ярко и тепло.
Okay, what has the most? Oh, that one too. Alright, let's put that together.
I can always find peace upon the vine. It's a tough one.
Ah, an interesting one.
No worries.
Hold your breath. Don't take a wrong step. Lily.
Concentrate and visualize.
I've got your back.
Still alive.
Oh, easy now.
Так ярко и тепло. Don't take a wrong step.
Let me think on it. Ah, and
Or maybe take a deep breath. Easy lah. What a wonderful journey.
that's that. Ah, what a bloom.
The stars were just out of reach. Thunder Talisman! Scientific version! Даже далеко в космосе. Все равно здесь, со мной.
Alright. 7 rounds. Took it longer than I thought.
梗係我捉你，唔係你捉我啊！
Alright. So that should be a good incantation team. Just have to roll for her now. Or I might have to get her. So hopefully we get it in the next, what, 70 turn? Next pulse. Alright, so Paper Heron's story. Spring comes slowly. We meet again in the new year as May blossoms fades and apricot flowers bloom. Let the past drift away on the wind. Let it bring us spring. Right? So stage 1, Adalwis awoken. So is this in the past where it's like when she first got unsealed? The morning begins with a soothing silence, punctuated only by a soft, cool breeze. And soon after, the first ray of sunlight broke through in full, announcing the first gasp of spring. A young Taoist rests atop a leafy tree, fettered by the spring breeze and shaded by the leaves, slowly drifting towards sleep. Faint voices from below rouse her. She leans in to listen carefully.
Master.
Finch? Though drowning from her rest, though drowsy from her rest, she leans closer still, trying to make out what the voices are saying, only to lose her balance and fall into endless darkness. The sky above is a dull, plain gray. The first lunar month had just ended, and despite the melting of the ice and snow, the air feels colder than it should. The innkeeper slowly paced about the courtyard with a hand behind her back, before deciding to rest in an empty chair. It's freezing! Why hasn't that boy thrown more wood in the fire? Huh. Where's that loud, anyway? Didn't anyone teach you that there are rules out there? I don't care about your rules. I follow my own principle. Is it too much to ask for a single day where no one draws a weapon in my inn? The innkeeper sighs and slips away from her barely warm chair, moving defiantly around the corridor to hide herself. Ma'am. Ah, I was wondering where you have gone off to. Avoiding your work, no doubt. This is hardly my fault. Besides, it's not as though we have any real customers today.
Shh.
Be quiet. They may hear you. Alright, alright. I'll just take a quick look to see what's happening. Oh my. That man has a knife in his hand. But the girl he's facing actually looks calm, relaxed even. Wait. That particular mole of hers seems familiar. The innkeeper pulls the curious waiter back down and glares at him. What are you doing? Are you trying to get the both of us killed? Please don't break my elm tables and chairs. I only bought them this winter. Why must they start a fight just as we were closing for the night? A sudden yawn comes from a forgotten corner. Closing time already. The young Dallas in red lifts her head from her arms. The crease from her sleeve has left a faint mark on her cheek. She stands up and brushes off her clothes, but looks reluctant to leave.
But
I haven't finished my mung bean cake. Forget about the cake. You better find somewhere to hide. There's gonna be a fight. Should it get out of hand, some innocent bystander may get hurt, and that's the last thing I need on my conscience. A fight? Where? I don't see any. Oh. What are you doing? Why are you sitting back down?
don't worry.
Because there's nothing to worry about. The girl knows her limits. She'll be careful. What about the angry-looking man? The man? Oh, he's certain to lose. So sleepy. This will take a while. Wake me when you close. What? This is no time for a nap. The Dallas gives a casual wave of her hand. Her head already resting on the table once more. While the Dallas sleeps soundly, tension runs high near the gate. Even if they don't aspire to be a hero, the Dallas should never use their skill to cheat people. Ha! Who spoke any words of heroes? I won't let some irritating little bug lecture me. Come on, let's see what you're made of. It takes no strength to know right from wrong, and this is wrong I cannot walk away from. Big talk, little bug. Let's go. The man pushed back in a step into the courtyard, nearly topples before settling himself. Bug's waiting. Come on. From his hiding spot, the waiter slaps a nearby wall in realization. I remember her. He was involved in the trouble that at the pawn shop last month. Apparently, the pawnbroker Wang was pressuring a customer to sell their family heirloom. That girl happened to pass by, so she intervened to try and reason with him. After exchanging only a few words, it escalated into a full-blown fight. Oh, that girl. She showed up just before the adult show festival, if I'm not mistaken. I heard she was looking for the what was it again? Flow? Whether she found it or not, she's certainly causing a world of trouble. Neither pawnbroker Wang, talisman seller Li, nor the head of the arms escort, Mr. Zhao, could stand against her. The waiter counts out the names on his fingers, while the innkeeper shakes her head disapprovingly. She's certainly bitten off more than she can chew this time.
Oh no!
Oh no, they're coming this way, come. Let's get out of here. You there, are you coming? It's like 5 more minutes. The sleeping Dallas only shifts places in response, clearly more interested in staying where she is. As the fight draws closer, the innkeeper lets out a weary sigh, grabs her bumbling waiter by the collar, and rushes into the kitchen. So, you got a few tricks up your sleeves after all. Not bad. If you return the money you swindled and swear to clean up your act, I'll let you go. Huh. And what makes you think I'll stay true to my word? That money's long gone, and I wouldn't be so confident if I were you. With a glance at the napping Dallas, the man's sneers twist into a malicious grin. He flicks his wrist, sending his knife flying towards her. Watch out! Gritting her teeth, she pivots and throws her long sword, sending it flying through the air and knocking the knife aside. She breathes a subtle sigh of relief. The long sword clatters to the ground, the sound almost lost in the man's bellowing laughter. With another sneer, he draws a second blade and brings it down in a heavy slash.
I don't think that's for the best.
The blade stops mid-descent, its edge caught between her pair of fingers. White chi coat the devil's fingertips. She turns and smiles at the stunned girl. Apologies for interrupting. I'm sure you can handle him yourself, but I just hate it when people don't play fair.
My cake!
I shouldn't. She swiftly brings her index and middle finger together, tracing a signal in the air. At once, the blade-knocked cake sails back onto the table. Phew, that was close. Dallas. The man looks her over and notices the white jade sword at her side. So you had a powerful master waiting for me, did you? Powerful master? Who? Where? You're nothing but a fraud, despicable little bug. I know nothing of her. I really only came for the cake. Trouble showed up, so I stepped in. Nothing more, nothing less.
But
Now that you stopped, perhaps we can talk this out like reasonable people? The man slashes out with another strike, harmlessly cutting through the air above the Dallas's head. Not a talker, I see.
冠气民宿，沉动开威。
With the flow of chi, the mind opens wide. Oh wait, what? Oh, it's a tracing game! So Paper Heron needs to control the flow of chi to transform the paper and complete the paper cutting. Okay. We're starting here. First drag the... from here and control the chi along the line. Okay. Am I doing it wrong? Huh? Drag? What do you mean I'm dragging? What am I doing wrong? First strike from hearing. Huh? I need help. Okay. Alright, I wasn't sure how to get rid of this guy. Let's drag. Oh, already messed up. I'm not even sure my lines are straight. Okay, second, tap here and use the cheat to cut out the detail. So how do you cut the detail? Oh. Here we go! Assess! So that's a cute little mini game. A red paper swallow flutters in the air, spins twice, then comes to rest on the tip of the man's knife. Is that all you got? The paper swallows teeter on the spot.
Oh, my mistake.
Sorry, haven't done this for a while. Now,
What's wrong?
what's happening? The man only stares, dumbfounded as the swallow snatches the knife by the hilt and flies off with it towards the gate. My knife! You too. Ah, fine. You and your master wins this round, little bug. But don't let me see you in Chunktown again.
Not to worry.
What a coincidence. I was planning on moving on anyway.
Hmm?
Oh, he's gone. I wonder if he heard me. Dallas sits back with a yawn and a lazy shake of her head. Her eyes turning to the girl's mule. Your mule. Perhaps you'd like to tie it up? Oh right. Gathering herself, the girl eventually passed the mule's ear and ties it to the pillar. That was rather hairy. Thank you for dealing with that brute. My name is Pitt. By the way, would my rescuer be so kind to give me hers?
Think nothing of it.
You're very welcome, Pip. They call me Paper Heron. Lady Paper Heron. But just Heron will do. Alright, Heron.
Heron.
So sorry to disturb your rest. Please, allow me to repay you with the meal. Oh, there's no need for that. I still have my cakes to work through. It would be remiss of me not to. Drop that right this instance. A sheet of snow slides down from the inn seas. Paper Heron turns her gaze towards Pip's outburst. The mule, somehow freed, eyes her slowly, then with a dry flick of her tongue, it swipes the last cake. It took her cake! It took her last cake too? Did your mule just... I swear to you, I didn't tell him to do that. Right, not to worry. So, you said something about buying me a meal. That's a That's a pretty interesting first start of the stage. Stage 2, The Mountain in Her Memory. The White Horse School.
Heron. Finch.
thought you were due to be back tomorrow. So, what did you want to do with yourself while I was away?
Well,
The only thing here to do is recite texts, morning and evening, over and over. And Master sighing in the courtyard has nothing to do with you. Well, he asked me a question and I answered honestly. Pure Pearl Finch. That's at a resigned, knowing sigh. Answered honestly, and what might that answer have been exactly? Yesterday before the morning class, Master went into his long lecture as always, and then asked each of us about our plan for the future. Bertolian aspirations are the same as always. He dreams of mastering the art of the blade, wants to carry the White Horse School's name far and wide.
well,
You can guess what Master said to that. Our school sword is not a tool for violence.
what do you think, eh?
Not a bad expression, eh? Well, you would know how to use. Wait, you would know how to do it. You are the one who put that look on his face most often. Then Brother Sai stepped forward and said all who practice Taoism ought not to disturb the natural flow of things, but rather tend to their own mind, the very idea passed down from ancient ancestor Lu. You know the word. When one's mind is tranquil and free of distracting thoughts, all things between heaven and earth will become one with it. Master got so angry, he did that thing where he paced back and forth with his hands clasped behind his back. Oh, what am I to do with you all?
Finch.
That's exactly what Master said. Paper Heron clears her throat and puts her hands behind her back. Your honesty is commendable. However, you have chosen narrow paths, one lacking true vision and growth. Pure Flinch, your senior sister, however, possesses a more expansive vision. You would do well to look to her as your role model. I was so happy for you. Hearing such praise that he caught me off guard when he suddenly asked me to share my own desire. You told him you want to go down the mountain and sell moonbeam cake, didn't you?
Hmm?
Yes, I... Wait, how did you know that? Brother Leanne greeted me with the news before I even stepped through the gate. Paper Heron Stern Sr. finally smiles. If I recall, it was Tao Su last time. Why the turn to moonbeam cake? Well, Tao Su are much too tricky to make. I'll never get the crust crisp enough. Moonbeam cake are far easier.
Heron.
Clearly, you thought this through. Of course I have. If spiritual development demands our full focus, then I say daily life does too. Master teaches that the way is in everything. Bird Lian seeks it in the sword, Brother Sand in the mind, and for me, I'll look for it in my cakes. Perhaps we'll each find our way. No wonder Master is upset. One fights, one studies, and one dreams of running a cake shop. The White Horse School has soldiers, scholars, and even wanderers, yet none will answer its true calling. None will take up the duty of subduing Lazul. That's not true. We still have you. Me?
That's right.
We all know Miss Master favors you, and you'll be the one who's been seeing to the school affair. It's only right that you inherit its legacy.
Me? I don't think so.
Keeping Lanzio subdued in our Keeping Lanzul subdued in our shared duty, a duty we all accept without hesitation. But when the day is done, we each have our different gift. She shakes her head and smiles, her soldier dropping as she decides not to finish her thought.
Never mind.
So I brought some fresh tofu from town. I'm not certain they'll be to your liking, but... Paper hand darts out, retrieving a tinsel with a masterful precision. She takes a bite and her expression melts with satisfaction. Heavens above, this is the taste. Why do mine never taste like this? Well, this confirms things. For me, the way does not lie in Taosu. It's only in mung bean cake that I shall discover my path. Perhaps wait until you try some tomorrow before declaring your new life's mission.
Finch.
Tomorrow? What's so important about? Wait, do you plan to take me down the mountain? Not for fun. We got some business to attend to down there.
In the future.
And only if you promise me one thing. If Master asks you what you desire, please stop telling him you want to sell paper cutting or snacks. Alright, fine. I shall tell only you. He has high hopes for you. It hurts him to say. Wait, it hurts him to hear you say it. A little hot oil splatters over the tofu, releasing the sharp aroma of spring onions and chili that hits the customers immediately. This tofu, is this supposed to have this white fuzz? Don't worry, miss. This is Hanzo's specialty. Hairy tofu. You won't find it anywhere else. Oh, wow. And it tastes incredible. Heron, you must try. Try some. Achoo. Oh, it's alright. Not too difficult from the tofu I had before. You don't like it? Let's get you something else.
That's all right.
Don't you fret. I was just being picky. No. I promise you a good meal. So a good meal you'll get. Excuse me, may I have...
But
You want more? But you already ordered 8 dishes.
All right.
Oh heck, would you look at that? Pip glances at the full table and hesitates.
Heron.
It seems none of these dishes were to your liking, Heron. Will you still help me? Paper Heron can't help but laugh. You've been generous to me, despite my picky habits. It will be wrong of me not to. You mentioned something about the Lazul, correct?
I think...
We're both Taoists, so you must know the story. The one about the Hanzo immortal who sealed the beast away?
Well,
Yes, I know it, and you want my help dealing with this beast, eh? That won't be an easy task. I've been startled by her directness. Of course not, we don't have that kind of strength. What I want to ask for, are you familiar with chi stagnation?
about that.
In a manner of speaking, yes. Though, I'm not certain we're thinking of the same thing. I only heard my elders mention it, so please correct me if I'm wrong.
That's all right.
Go ahead, tell me what they say. The beast was subdued, but its influence on Hanzo remains, causing some places to suffer from the stagnation of the flow of chi. I was told the danger varies. Sometimes it's a little more than a tremor. Sometimes it causes mountains to crumble or rivers to change its course. But no matter the scale, it cannot be ignored. Left to fester, and even minor stagnation can spiral into catastrophe.
Indeed.
Sounds about right to me, though few possess this knowledge. Those touched by the immortal powers are rare. The immortals? Oh. You mean the Taoists who once subdued Lazun?
Yes, that's right.
Yes. About 200 years ago, one of my ancestors passed near Zhu County, and was fortunate enough to receive guidance from that very same immortal. Of course, we don't come close to their level of skill, but we can still discern a thing or two through the flow of chi.
200 years.
Has it really been that long? They say for a mortal, a century is but a moment. Anyway, while I was passing through, I noticed signs of stagnant chi flow nearby, enough to tell me it could be serious. Would you help me investigate them? I swear, if you help me, will come to your aid whenever you need it. I don't know if I'll be much of use to someone like you, but I'll do whatever I can.
Sure.
Alright.
You mean to say...
What? You agreed? Just like that? Paper Heron drums her finger on the table.
That's right.
Well, you know what they say. Destiny brings people together. And it seems in our own way, we're both bound to that immortal. A rarer touch of destiny will most encounters in their level. Wait. A rarer touch of destiny than most encounters in their lives. Wouldn't you say? Okay. We made it! Alright. Stage 3. Footward Bound. A cool evening spring breeze carries the scent of magnolia and the soft damp breath of the river. As night falls, the bustling market street winds down, and a vendor carrying 2 baskets of unsold magnolia flowers slowly walks towards its end. Paper Heron leans on the windowsill, watching. He doesn't blink until the vendor disappears into a distant shadow. Hey Dashin, how's everything? Thanks for the hydrate. What's on your mind? I was thinking every time I come down the mountains. There's so much that feels new. I'm doing well. We finished the main event, and then we're just working on Paper Heron's story. Since I thought we had a was a club later that at 11, but I guess it got postponed. Set for next week. Like that play, receiving longevity. That was my first time seeing a floating stage on the water. They were so far away, I could hardly see the person wielding the sword. But it must have been amazing. The cheers swelled like ocean waves. And the lanterns on the boat, they lit up the whole river.
Yes.
We just come in time for the Darshan festival. It's my first time seeing it all too. They weave such beautiful lanterns. The bamboo splits they use are shaved so thin and woven together as finely as thread, and when they move, it's like watching carp swimming in a lotus pond. Brother Lian bought one once. Do you remember? You're right, he did. But I like these lanterns more. Though, I'm not so sure about all the new food. Tofu with the white fuzz, fish with strange flavor. Not to say they're bad, but... And the magnolia seller just now. We also saw one at the city gates this morning. Magnolia flowers? Yes. You can take some back if you like.
Well...
I would like some, but I'm worried they will before we make it back up the mountains. It's better that someone else buys them. They'll last longer that way. Here you are, your tea. As they're talking, a waiter arrives with their tea and 2 plates of delicate pastries. These pastries are definitely from the Wu region. I hope you enjoy them. You have pastries from Wu?
Yes.
Yes, indeed. We are the only establishment in all of Hanzhou that sells them. See that ferry out there? Delectables as they are, these pastries don't keep for long. They're best fresh from the boat. Were they to be sent to the next town, they'll lose their flavor before they even arrive. Hanzhou is all mountain, which makes travel difficult. But there's a ferry just east of the Chun town. Next to that, we can use our horses and boats to deliver these pastries here while they're still fresh. Wu-style pastries are not the finest. Though they tend to be very sweet, I do hope they're to your liking.
Much appreciated.
Thank you, now I will try them. He picks up the nearest one and examines it carefully. Master says I'm from Wu
It's
too.
very sweet.
It's filled with red bean paste. I did warn you, and before you ask, no. There are no refunds. Pearl Flint shakes her head with a smile and pushes a cup of clear tea towards Paper Heron. Drink this, it will cut the sweetness. With the spring tea leaves not yet ready, the establishment still serves last year's tea. It leaves our age, but the brew is light and clear. This mung bean cake tastes nothing like the ones our brothers bought. By my eyes, it seems they use sticky rice and sesame oil. I wonder how they mix it all together. If I were to sell them, I wouldn't use that rock sugar bean paste. I'll go with something lighter. But what's better? Maybe salt and pepper?
Finch.
Are you still listening? The wind picks up, bells chime gently under the building's eaves, and a pair of resting birds fly away startled.
Heron.
Is it truly your desire to go down the mountain and sell cakes? Of course, but I can't just leave. Just like our brothers, they don't really want to stay on the mountains either, do they? Alright, thanks for coming by, Dashin. Have a good rest. Good luck tomorrow. Brother Lian, I watched him practice with his sword. He's amazing. He wields his blade like the heroes in the story, the one whose swords can cut water. But our techniques focus on regulating chi, concentration, and visualization. The longevity sword cares little for physical sharpness.
That's right.
True. And Brother San lives only for poetry and songs. When I first came, he would have this nose in a book and a verse all day, all the knowledge, and she still wouldn't remember the Grandmaster's full title. Convincing him to read Dalla's text for decades would be a real challenge. You all been so kind to me. Stayed with me? How could I possibly leave you behind? I can't even. Do you have any idea how many dreams of joining the White Horse School to learn the methods of longevity? And yet, the three of you act as though it's nothing?
But what's the difference?
Yeah, but what's the difference between selling cakes and selling the method? There you go again. He lets out a long, weary sigh. Of course, there's a difference. Half-melted snow leaves the ground slick with mud. At times like this, few are willing to brave the streets, save for a couple of tired-looking market stall vendors, leaning against the roadside.
I think that...
You know, I reckon we should head to the big fair of Zhou County next year. What's the point of staying in Town? I'll think about it. What's there to think about? Look around. The town's empty. The only way to make money here is by depending on travelers and getting into some shady business. And the second is not an option for us.
I see.
I know. But my family has lived in Town for generations. Living isn't as easy as all that. Not like it's any different from me, but you know what they say. A transplanted tree dies, but a relocated person thrives. You. Suddenly, the sound of hooves cut through their conversation.
May I ask?
Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the Eastport? Eastport? I can tell from your actions that you're not a local. If you're going to the Zoo County Fair, then the port is the wrong direction. That's quite alright. I'm not heading to Zoo County. Forgive my asking, but why are you going there alone? That place is all but deserted.
Not to worry.
Oh, I'm not traveling alone. I have a friend with me. She forgot the way, so I thought I'll come back to ask for directions. Excuse my friend here, miss. What do you do and where you travel is none of our business. See the path thing ahead? Go past it. Head straight east, across the woods to the river, then follow it downstream.
Much appreciated.
Thank you kindly. He bows and turns to leave, but stops short, remembering something. One more thing, does the Eastport have a ferry?
Yes.
It did, once upon a time, but it's been empty for a long while.
I see.
I thought as much. I believe I traveled on one there before. You must have been joking. Even in my grandfather's time, the ferries were deserted. When could you have possibly traveled on one? To be continued. I'm thinking I'll probably do up to 4 because I'm not sure if I have the energy to complete the rest up to 8. The melting snow now lies thick, looking last year's fallen leaves and branches. Pip slops ahead through the mud, pulling her mule behind her. I thought the path would be easy once it's warmed up. We can take a breath here if you like. Heron takes the mule by the reins and ties it to the dead tree beside the path.
Why is that?
Is there a reason you don't want to ride your mule? Hearing the question, the mule looks up at the Taoist, then drops his head and continues its search for seeds under the leaves. 'Cause he ate mine. The cheese stagnation we're seeking stems from somewhere near an old man's house, near the Eastport. I wasn't able to fully explain the cheese stagnation to him. Still, he understood I wanted to help and insisted on giving me this mule. But until I finish what I came here to do, I can't accept his reward. Pit officially passed the mule's back. Randy? Heron gives a nod of approval and gives the mule several pats on her own. You're right, it's a proper way to do things. Heron, you said you've been to Eastport before. When was that?
I don't remember.
I don't recall exactly, but I know it was a very many years ago.
But,
Well, you don't appear to be much older than I am.
Well,
And how do you know I haven't used a technique to preserve my youth? Huh? Or that I draw power from moonlight, Apply Storex ash to my face each night, or drink a specially brewed tonic made with the purest water. Really? Which one is it? What's your secret? Haha, none. You're so gullible. I can't help but wonder how your family allows you to travel alone.
Heron,
I think I rested enough. Time to move. Maybe we can reach town before dark? Pit looks around, her gaze darting between unfamiliar landmarks. I think I lost again. Though the woods to the east, right? Which way is east?
Heron,
Heron. Is east to our left or our right? We're back where we started. Heron. Don't you know the way? You don't know the way either. Well, I always followed my seniors. I never had the need to learn how to find the way myself.
Well, now, what to
But since-
do?
But since you're looking for the cute key stagnation, perhaps I could come up with a
同样的
different
way.
solution?
莫运虚无.
Channel the power of the way. Paper Heron opens her palm and blows, her breath gently lifting the paper swallow to the breeze. It wobbles in the air for a moment before tilting its head back. I left a trace of chi on it. As long as we're not too far, it should be able to guide us to the stagnant chi. My only hope is that we haven't wandered too far.
but
Swallow circles Paper Heron twice, then lands on her hair and begins pecking at its wing. Huh? It's never flown that fast before. Pip, did you see which way it went? It seems to be on your head.
Huh?
On my head? She pauses, then retrieves the paper swallow from her hair. Cupping it in her palm, she brings it to her eye level. Swallow remains still, all previous signs of life absent. After a moment, Paper Heron sighs.
Now.
Whispering to the swallow in the woods, in a word Pip cannot understand, she swiftly stretched signs in the air with her index finger before clapping softly. Go! Swallow scans its surrounding, then flaps its wing and drifts towards the bush on the right.
What do you think, eh?
There. Not a bad trick, eh? Hey, semi-shy friend, thanks for the stretch. I think after this stage I might call it. I'm not sure if I dozed off for a couple seconds where it's like quiet. That technique of yours, is it similar to what you did to that brute knife back at the inn?
That's right.
Good eye, it's just a little trick I picked up. I can teach you if you like. Come to think of it, we were so busy finding a way there that I failed to ask. Why were you fighting that man in the first place? He's a fraud. One that almost fooled me too. He set up a fortune-telling straw by the bridge. He claimed the land was cursed, blaming it on his down decline, and offered to cleanse the moist fortune in exchange for offerings. At first, I thought for certain he'll know more about chi stagnation, so I wanted to ask for his advice, but after observing him for 2 days, I realized he was a fraud. He had enough skills to convince the villagers, sending dead leaves spinning in the air, making pebbles float, that sort of thing. But when I confronted him, We hardly spoken a few words before he drew his blade.
I see.
I see, but before you fought, did it ever occur to you that you might lose?
I think.
I wasn't about to stand back and let him swindle those poor people out of their money. Besides, you can only be sure of victory if you fight. And what was your plan if you didn't win? I figure someone like you would step I figure someone like you would step in and put things right. What if there wasn't anyone? Paper Heron moves a dead branch out of Pit's path. Thank you. If I failed, I would have retreated. There's no shame in losing, but when I'm older and stronger, I will return and win. Well, when I'm around your age, I doubt I'll lose to anyone. My age? That's a lot further away than you might think.
But
I have to say, your strategy for retreating when you can't win is truly a devil's act. Follow the heart and accept the natural way of things. Pit walks a few steps ahead in silence. Eventually, speaking with her back,
Heron.
still to Paper Heron. That fraud spoke lies, but his words about the town failing, those seemed true. The old man who gives me this mule said Chuntown was once but a bustling place. Now, it's only lively during the big fair at Zoo County nearby. Can stagnant Q flow make a place make so many lives go wrong?
perhaps.
Maybe plants die, water turn foul, animals leaves. It's all can happen, but we need to see for ourselves. Many things can change the town's fortune. Ever since I came down from the mountains, I tried to right wrong, fight when I see injustice. I even exposed a few cheats along the way. Pawnbroker Wen forced low prices and exploited the townspeople. I argued with him. Tin Shiv Li deceives his patients by selling instant ash as elixir. I called him out. Zhao, head of the armed escort, let his men bully the merchants, so I fought him too. But nothing seemed to have changed. Maybe I don't know enough yet. If I were you, or even better than you, that wouldn't change anything. You have a good heart, Pip, and your mind is in the right place, but there are some things no one person can do. Great skills can make a dead tree sprout and flower bloom for 100 years. But no one can return to a spring that has already passed. All things flow as they will. Paper Heron suddenly tilts her head, listening to some in the near distance. Then she smiles.
Never mind.
Forget it. Let's just focus on what's in front of us. Listen. Do you hear water? To be continued. Alright, let's hopefully we pick up stage 5. So stage 5, withered grass. So it's probably talking about a mayfly.
Whoa.
Your paper swallow is amazing.
Hmm?
Is this really the East Port? Looks nothing like I remember. It's quite different from the town too. Frost still clings to the tree near the water, barring signs of life and greenery. Ahead, the river moves slowly, cutting its path through stretches of dry grass and sandbars. Near the door of a tall, worn house, an old man with white hair and a beard stares at one of the trees. I was just thinking the same thing. What do you... Suddenly, the mule lifts its head and bray. Then, without warning, it charges. Hey you! Don't be so impatient! You're back. Didn't I tell you to accommodate this nice young lady? The mule stops beside the old man. It seems more comfortable here with you. I only want to do the right thing, sir. There's no need to give me anything in return. No. What would an old man like me do with a mule anyhow? You're a strong, good fellow, aren't you, boy? You'll be wasted on me, don't you think?
I see.
I know. I'll miss you too. But this is for the best. Once, many people passed through here. I mean, enough to feed you back then. But now, well, I'm sorry. I can't anymore. He gently strokes the mule's ears and sighs. Look at me, going on about a mule. What brings you back so soon? You can rest assured, sir. Help has arrived. This is Paper Heron. I may have lacked the skill to finish what I started, but I'm certain that she will be able to help. Paper Heron smiles at the old man and glances stealthily at the dead apricot tree nearby. Seems we come to the right place. Oh, don't trouble yourself. The good days are long gone, and they're not coming back. Ma'am, I apologize for getting you involved in this nonsense. It is not nonsense. There's a strong wind in the air. If you're to stay, please come inside to talk. It's not much, but you're welcome here. Allow me to make you some tea. Bright lights stream through the window, making the time-worn carving difficult to see. Inside, the furniture is fine but old, lending the room a solemn air. Alright. While he's making tea, let's speak frankly. Frankly? About what exactly?
Heron.
The old man doesn't understand what's going on. How can he? But we both know this place is suffering from stagnation. On the way here, did you notice anything unusual? Now that you mention it, yes. There were a few oddities on the road. Such as... Let's see, I got woken up by a fight, had my cake stolen by a mule, and spent most of my trip wandering around lost. Quite that particular turns of events, wouldn't you say? Not that kind of unusual. I'm talking about chi flow.
I have a vague memory.
It is true that this was once a busy ferry crossing. Oh my, few remembers that old ferry now. Old man hobbles over with a platter of coarse porcelain bowls filled to the brim with strong tea. He sets them on the table, the lacquer worn and patchy but its surface clean.
Please.
This is a local blend. When the ferry thrived, even the people of Wu loved it. It can't quite compare to the fancy tea folks prefer now, but it'll certainly quench your thirst.
That's all right.
This will do nicely, really. I'm not picky. Smiling, she takes a generous sip.
Melga.
Oh my. This tea is good. Better than most I've tried. You really take a sip. Me? I tried it last time. Pip holds her warm bowl in her hands, but her focus remains anywhere else. She hesitates, then leans forward, looking for a companion across from her.
Heron.
I know you know more than you're letting on. Please just tell me the truth. Do you think Chumtown went downhill because there's something wrong with the chi here? Outside the window, it definitely falls in silence.
Not quite.
No?
Indeed.
The chi here is blocked. Not much concern, but you can't pin the whole town's bad luck on just that. As I said before, there could be many reasons for what's happening here. It could be the shifting of trade roads or simply a turning of the human hearts.
Well, everything has its season.
In the end, everything has its season. Not everything comes from magic and sorcery, nor can it be fixed by them.
Yes.
She's right. I don't understand she like the two of you seem to. But the new trade route has opened all through South City County, so the ferry in town fell silent. That's just how things are. Please excuse her, ma'am. She's young, and her heart is in the right place. She believes everything must have a reason, a solution. So it's not the chi?
But
I never said it wasn't. Stagnant chi flows do pose a bit of a problem. Heron paused for a moment, and though before changing the topic of conversation to a mere optimistic motto.
I think...
Spring comes with the tree. True, I cannot bring spring back, but making an old tree bloom again, that I can do. What? There used to be a local custom to plant trees here, back when the ferry still ran. For those returning, the sight of our trees standing guard was how we knew we were home, even before the ferry docked. My family has lived by the ferry for generations. This apricot tree was planted by my ancestors. It's a reminder of home. Many generations have lived under its shade. My grandfather stood under this tree when he sent my father off to work on the water. My father stood under it to see me push off for the first time, and every time we returned home, the tree was the first thing we saw. And now, the fairy is dead. Sometimes I think that the fairy, this tree, and I, all too old.
Nice.
If he can bloom again, that will grant this old man his dearest wish. People Heron tilts her head in thought, a weird smile forming on her lip. With a small flourish, she conjured a red paper cut May blossom. It drifts down to settle. To be continued. We're cutting! My lines are not that great. Now to take the paper stuff out. We made it! Stage 6. Sorrow from a Distant Past. Wait. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Good. Throw the line. Slowly now. Don't hit anything. Where's the tea? I need a hand. The last of the cargo is loaded, and the bustle of the ferry terminal fades into the murmur. Sunset dances in the apricot tree shadow on the water, while a white bird glides over its golden surface. This is where the chi stagnation It seems normal to me. I was expecting crumbled mountains and barren earth. No wonder Master's mad at you. You hear only what you want to hear. What you're describing is the chaos of Qi when Ningzhu awakened. Qi stagnation is entirely different. Ah, yes. That's right. I remember now. A place suffering Qi stagnation is effectively sealed shut. Nothing in it changes, grows, or dies, right? Close, but not quite. To seal Qi altogether would require a very powerful artifact. Master Sword? Oh, Heron. Always drawn to the most particular things.
But
More often, the life force of such place quietly fades away. You might not notice this at first, but over time, this decay becomes evident. That sounds serious. Could be a major or a minor. A mountain might collapse, or a small patch of grass might wither. No one can predict what will happen until the sign appears.
Ah, I see.
So the whole town could suffer a serious disaster, or just... He glances up at the apricot tree she leans against. This apricot tree might not bloom again.
yes.
Either way, we should act before any troubles arise. Better to be safe than sorry. From what I can gather, there are traces of Lazu's last awakening still lingering here. The flow of Qi is still particularly blocked. It's nothing too serious, but it's hard to rid it for good. We'll need cleansing now and then. Really? That's great. I mean, good. Yes, I can help you whenever you come down the mountain.
But
Any thoughts on when you will be coming down next? The older Daoist looks at her amused.
I think.
I'll say about 200 years from now. Give or take a decade.
Heron.
But then, you'll be able to travel on your own. You won't need you to follow me.
200 years?
200 years ago, this was a wild land, you know. No one lived here. Now, it's a port with ferries and traders visiting its water. Who knows what it will be like in another 200
Everything we
years.
see.
The water and fields will remain, but the site will surely change. A river breeze blows along the water edge, knocking a few white and pink petals from their branches. Paper Heron catches one, holding it up to examine its dry, yellowed edge. Letting it fall to the ground, she turns to gaze to the treetop.
200 years.
This tree could grow to be as tall as the my tree at our school.
Perhaps.
If it's lucky, if there's no axe to cut it down, if no disaster strikes, or in 200 years, it could be forgotten. I thought you'd be disappeared once you learned we're just saving one tree. I made a promise to the old man to help, and I will. Besides, saving a tree is a good thing. But where do we start? The girl stares up at the long barren tree, unsure of how to proceed. I did some investigating of my own. Clearing the chi won't be the only difficulty. There's also an enchantment placed here by Immortal.
I think.
I think this Immortal solved the problem and placed an enchantment to clear the chi. Clever, but over 100 years has passed. The enchantment has decayed, letting the chi stagnate once more.
But.
How am I supposed to fix the Immortal's work?
That's all right.
Not to worry, I know how. You do? You do?
Well,
Intrigued that this enchantment may be, it is no immortal skill, just a common ritual from my school. I've seen it many times since I was a youth.
That's right.
Your school, you didn't mention much about it on the way here. What's it like?
But
It's in Hanzu, but we keep it to ourselves up in the mountains. You may not have heard of it. It sounds like a nice place to learn and grow your skill. Away from the world. Not exactly.
all things have their time.
My master once said that, in old days, our seniors often descend the mountain. There's even a tale of a sage asking the head of our school for guidance. But that was long ago. No such lasts forever. As for the students, they must all be skilled cultivators of chi, like you. Like me, yes and no. Each of us walk a different path. I was the last to join, see, and I've always been a bit of a handful. Still, they all cared for me. Brother Lian was impatient and quick-tempered, always training the sword. He didn't quite fit the image of a master. More like a storybook villain, he ventured down the mountain more than anyone. Loved meddling in other people's affairs. Brother Sans hardly spoke. Choosing only to read the Taoist checks over and over, he had the appearance of a master, but he loved to lecture and scold people. And when he did speak, his words were often so fancy that sometimes I think even he didn't know what he was talking about. I also had a senior sister at the school. We were the closest.
She
was kind. The master liked her. Whenever there was trouble, we went directly to her, and if master was going to punish someone, we asked her to intervene.
but
She didn't quite fit the image of a master either. The masters themselves are always ill-tempered, but not her. Another river breeze rippled the face of the water, and several dead leaves floated down from a bare branch.
Heron.
Paper Heron totally seems lost in the branch of the apricot tree.
Was.
Oh, sorry, I was lost in thought. Now, this enchantment is not one that I ever studied formerly, but is a common enough knowledge in the school. It shouldn't prove too difficult. Here we go. Paper Heron puts two fingers together, takes a shallow breath and rinses, white chi swirling in her fingers.
贯气民宿，沉动开威。
He draws a complex sign in the air. One pit was neither seen before nor understand, then points towards the tree. Now. A clear wind clears withered grass sweeps over the treetop.
Heron.
Is that it?
That's right.
I know you said it wasn't difficult to fix, but I was hoping there would be more of a show. Well, as you said, fixing it wasn't hard. Paper Heron lets out a slightly awkward cough.
but
despite my effort, a problem still remains. Things are a little different from what I thought. I have to think of another solution. A little different?
about that,
Just a little. The enchantment is indeed from my school, yes. But the way to fix it, I have to think on that.
I think
The enchantment is simple but elegant. To fix it, I need to guide the chi using the same method employed when it was first cast. But the enchantment is feeble. If I were to use too much power, I'll destroy it. One wrong move and it's gone. I need to be very careful. Wait a moment. Paper Heron pauses mid-cast. He moves closer to the tree and taps his trunk hesitantly.
it
This enchantment feels familiar. It feels like my senior sister's work. That's great. Then, it should be easier to solve, right? I'm not sure. Pip looks at Paper Heron, confused, but she doesn't look back. Instead, her gaze is fixed on the ceiling beneath the tree trunk, lost deep in thought.
I think.
You said you often came down the mountain with your seniors. Perhaps you came here with your senior sister before?
Perhaps.
Perhaps that's so. From what you said, it sounds like you were close.
Indeed.
Yes, we were. Well, since you know the captain so well, you must be familiar with her habits and style.
I don't remember.
I have little memory of what happened back then. Oh, I see. Pip taps her chin with her forefingers, thinking as she circled twice around the tree.
Heron.
Oh, I have another idea. The ritual is your senior sister, so the key is to mimic her style. Wouldn't the easiest way be to ask her? At first, I was stuck, so I came to you, but now you're unsure too. The only route left to follow is to find the original caster. She speaks earnestly, growing more confident with each spoken word.
Yes, that's right.
We're likely to be gone for a while, meaning we'll miss the spring blossoming season. But as long as we resolve the chi stagnation, we can come back next year. Finding her might be difficult. Why? Is she traveling? In conclusion, it doesn't matter. You're from the same school. You must have a way to reach her. A way to reach her. It is possible, but I never learned how to summon a spirit. Wait, what? Summon a spirit?
You mean to say.
She's no longer with us? To be continued. To stage 7, the hand she held. Is that it? Paper Heron Senior Sister sheaths her sword with practiced ease.
Heron.
Please stop staring. It's not a difficult spell. By the way you wove the enchantment was impressive. Can you teach me? You haven't been with us long enough to understand our school's core teaching. Even if you learn the form, there'll be little more than empty poses. You'll be unable to cleanse the chi.
I think.
With your natural talent, in 10 years or so, you have built a solid enough foundation that weaving this enchantment will come easily. But what if I need to use it before then? If such a need arises, come find me. Another senior student, or even master himself.
And
if I'm out alone and can't reach anyone? Her flinch, shakes her head and chuckles. You're just asking questions until I say, give it a try, aren't you? With so many new things to explore, one would think you'll be content enough as it is. Have patience, sister. 10 years is a short time. Follow Master's teaching, and I promise you, your time will come. 10 years is a short time. That's over 3,000 mornings and evenings classes. Over 3,000 recitals of the scripture of the Big Dipper.
You're still young.
Oh, Heron, so young, so impatient. 10 years may feel long now, but someday you'll look back and see it all as just a moment. Later, sure, but later isn't here now. Wait, here yet. Right now is forever away.
Heron. In
Master-
future.
Master hasn't told you yet, but he intends to pass the 2 longevity swords to you. Longevity? You know what longevity means? Truly means. Our school practice already extends our lives to be longer than most, and you, with your natural talent and a mind so ready to grasp our core teaching, are a rarity.
You have more time than any of us.
You must trust me when I say your forever will be longer than any of ours. Only mine? But what about the rest of you?
Heron?
Are you alright? It's my fault. I shouldn't have suggested. Under the apricot tree, Pippa Heron opens her eyes, the here and now slowly coming back in puzzling focus.
Hmm?
I'm fine, but you seem off. You've been walking circles around me for a while. You haven't moved for some time. Just stood there with your eyes closed. Did something remind you of your past? I was thinking about the enchantment, and the memories resurfaced. That's all. I didn't mean to worry you.
I think...
Are you certain you're alright? You seem a little sad. Do I? I was just trying to think of a way to solve our problem here. I wanted to remember something from back then that could help us. But relying on my memory is, well, unreliable at best.
Indeed.
But you're right. Things here remind me of forever ago.
Well now, what to do?
I should think of what kind of Persian finch. No, I don't think that would help. I should focus on how she set the enchantment back then. Pippa Heron places her palm on the dry trunk and closes her eyes once more. Some things in this world follow a great cycle of the way, like the turning of the seasons, the gift of nature, the rise and fall of a town. Other things hold the vastness of the world within their minutes form, like the color of apricot flowers, a spring breeze, and the simple spell cast by the hand gesture. Like holding a familiar hand. I
found her.
A slight gasp escapes Pippa Heron's lips as she reached within herself to hold the hand. She always wielded arcane techniques with more precision than others. Her natural talent was nothing special. She had to rely on arcane techniques. She left space for future adjustment of the chi. I could feel it, hidden in plain sight. She was the most reliable one, so she was entrusted with managing the school's affair. She was also skilled in sensing the flow of chi. A peer of the most observant, most caring kind. Finch, I want to remember more about you. Oh, what are we cutting? Oh, Is it supposed to be a branch for the blossom tree? Looks like a branch. It's Bash, congrats on 3rd. Pip stares at the patch of dead grass by her feet, lost in thought. The mule approaches and nibbles at the root. She strokes his ear, her mind elsewhere. You also think she seems sad, don't you? It's all my fault. When we go back, I'll apologize properly to the elder. It's the least I can do, right?
I think...
In the worst case, we figure another method of somewhere else. A petal falls on the withered grass. As Pip looked up, her eyes widened in disbelief. It finally bloomed, right? It bloomed. The tree is bloomed. The sea of dead grass shifts from gray yellow to tender green. In the center, a dying apricot tree bursts into life. Great clusters of apricot blossoms wave down the branch, like a waterfall of flowers. Petals, light and thin, drift on the gentle breeze like soft snow, vanishing the instant they land. Pip cradles a petal in the palm of her hand. It feels alive, moist, and full.
Whoa.
Flowers. A strangeness unlike anything has come before. Never had there been so many flowers at once. It's as if all the apricot flowers at the last 200 years had come into bloom at once. Under the tree, Paper Heron rests her hands against the tree guard trunk. Her white jade sword is drawn in her other hand, the white chi wrapping around her.
What?
What is it?
This?
The tree has good fortune. The chi wasn't fully cut off, see? Once the flow cleared, all the life restored over the years burst forward. Paper Heron gazed up the tree full of flowers, her expression hidden. It's beautiful.
Heron.
You found a way to fix it.
Not quite.
No, not exactly.
But
I destroyed the old enchantment. You did? Why didn't I think of something so simple? No. I couldn't even see how the chi flows. Even if the idea had struck me, I wouldn't have known where to start. Heron, you're amazing. You shouldn't doubt yourself. Like I said, the enchantment wasn't complex.
But
It's just this may have been the last thing she left in the world.
You mean to say...
The last thing she left? She blankly parsed her words, her voice absent from the original meaning.
it was her.
Yes, this was my senior sister's work.
Why's that?
And you just destroyed it?
About that.
The enchantment needs melding, reweaving, every 200 years, but there's no one left who knows how. Even if we kept it, it would have faded over time.
Not to worry.
You needed to worry. I used my school sword to set the chi flow right again. Even without anyone to tend it, there should be no more trouble.
You mean to say...
You mean the chi here will never stagnate again? Exactly. And is the old enchantment gone forever? No trace remains? Petals drift down, landing on Pip's hair and shoulders, and Paper Heron's open hand.
Yes. Nothing at all.
To be continued. Last stage. Stage 8. 200 Springs.
Guys,
Look, the flowers. They're really blooming. This calls for a celebration. Let's head into town and buy some wine for us. The real good stuff. You just wait right here. What? Wait. Please. There's no need to go all the trouble. Wait. There's no need to go to all that trouble. You waited all this time for it to bloom, only to take off the moment it does. Can you believe it?
Don't worry.
So what? We got nothing but time ahead. Really? But Pip lowers her voice to just about above a whisper.
But
But he's nearly 80 years old. Did you say something? Nothing? Never mind. I think the sun will set soon. You're right. We should rest while it's still shining. Paper Heron stretches out on the revived grass. And Pip takes a seat beside her.
Heron,
Where would you go after this?
no idea.
I'm not sure. I left manners in Hangzhou with a friend, so perhaps it's time I explored somewhere new. And you?
I think...
Maybe I'll go home. I still have a lot to learn. Actually, I slipped away without telling anyone. I expected as much. You're too young to be out here alone. Your family must be worried about you. Soft blades of grass press against Paper Heron's fingertips, a sign that they're still growing.
Heron,
I have another question. Go ahead. Have you lived a long time? The thing you mentioned on the way here, the Eastport being busy once, are all from the past. And the story of the Immortal in Hangzhou dates back nearly 200 years.
sorry.
I'm sorry, it's alright if you don't want to talk about it. Just forget I asked. The wind brushes against Paper Heron's hair. That's quite alright, yes,
You're
it's true.
certainly sharp.
Not much gets past you.
But
But I didn't intend to. It's hard to explain. Just think of me like an old man's tree. I too have suffered long illness. What does it feel like to live for so long? Well, it doesn't feel so special. When you're ill for a long time, you almost forget what it's like to be well.
why's that?
Why call it an illness? Many people dream of living long lives, even in stories. That's what the Taoists sold. You shouldn't believe everything you read in the stories. And from what books, pray tell, did you find this information? Legends of Gintian, the White Horse Immortal, a tale of medicine and 3 years of strange dreams, a collection. So I'm not sure if we're going to get to a Gintian's antidote today, because I didn't think it was going to be that late when I started.
I have a vague memory.
So Legends of Gintian is still popular, even after 200 years, eh? I remember a story about a mortal seeking the way of the Gintian clan. He descended the mountains, only to discover that 1,000 years have passed. Those stories talk of a mortal desiring the mortal world, or mortals yearning for the immortal realm. At their core, they describe what one cannot attain. My senior sister once said that, as a person ages, time seems to speed up. I didn't argue then, but deep down, I disagree. When you're young, the blooming and fading of flowers marks a season. That time doesn't change, even decades later. Flowers still bloom, seasons still pass. Everything feels just as it did. But now, I see she was right. The first 10 years feel slow, but the next 10 years are easier to endure.
All things pass in time.
After that, the day has just passed, one after another. Pip gazes at the sky. I don't quite understand. I'll be 17 soon, so for me, this will be the 17th spring.
How many springs have you seen?
I don't remember.
You certainly ask tricky questions. Not far away, the mule lifts his head, praying and running off as it spots something. I'll go get it.
We're in no hurry.
No need to rush, eh? It won't get far.
But
It likely knows this area better than us. It'll come back if it wishes it. No, I made a promise. I have to keep it.
Hmm?
What promise? When we met today, I said I would help you anytime you needed it. I wasn't sure how and when I would give it, but at the very least, I can fetch your mule.
My mule?
She looks up, surprised, propping herself on her elbow to better see Pip.
Yes, that's right.
The mule should go to the one who fixed the Chieflo, no? To the one who saved the tree. So it belongs to you now. Well, I suppose I'll give me a companion on my travels. He's a slow thing, but it's not as though you're in a hurry. The sound of the mule steps grows quieter with each patching second. I should
be
go
right
check
back.
on it. You stay here, alright? I'll be right back.
Best be quick then.
I wonder if it's going to zoom out. Paper Heron lays her head back down. The rustling of grass quiets, and the ray of sunlight feels warm on her skin. It's not long before she closes her eyes and drifts off to sleep. 17. The years I went down the mountain with Finch. I was 17 then too, I think. A soft rustle from the brush rouses her attention.
Hmm?
You're back. Where's Pip? He pats the mule's neck affectionately. The mule ignores her instead, shaking its ears and walking over to the tree to munch on the new grass. Good timing. You can help me think.
How many springs?
How many springs have I seen? How many springs have I seen? The same spring breeze blows, same vandalized grass sways, and the mule gives no answer. Is it 200 springs? 20? 1? Or has she lost all her springs?
I see.
Master, I thought long and hard on the matter yesterday. Please don't be too harsh on her. We will all leave one day,
In the future,
and when she does, she will walk a long, lonely road.
don't make her loneliness any heavier to bear.
And that's the end. We finished Paper Heron's story. I think her story was 3 hours. Because I think maybe 2 to 3 hours. The only reason I thought it was 2 hours for the first half.